Here we go into the second half of tonight's game. The Texas Outlaws and the Thunderbirds with the score 33, the T-Birds, 32, the Outlaws, and away here we go. Breaking on top is number 15. That's Gene Welch out of Panama. And number 14 is Sandy Young. And they take out number 2, Sugar Thompson, the Thunderbirds, and they got a 10-pointer possibility working for the Texas Outlaws. Shirley Hardman, banished for one period of play, is seated down in ringside, trackside rather. Seated right down below our cameras, applauding her team. Back to assist. There's a big defense girl, number 16, Norma Rosner, running up as Hardman watching the play. Number 16, Rosner, going up to break the defenses down. She opens the gate, but they slam it on her jammers. So they sit out. And away they go. They picked them all up. 5 for each. Young and Welch, a 10-pointer. That breaks the tie for sure. And they go out in front, rather, 42 to 33. Hardman giving some instructions to her number 1 girl, her defense girl, Norma Rosner, number 16. Hardman banished for a period for excessive roughing on little Richard Brown. And incidentally, she talked herself into something that's been probably the roughest match racing in the history of this game have been between these 2 girls, Shirley Hardman and Terry Lynch. And they're matched in a 5 laps, anything goes match Friday Saturday and later this week. Well, Sugar Thompson going out against the big, long, tall Diane Severson. Severson hits and rails her. Severson going away alone. The Outlaws out in front by 9 now. The defense. Ooh, a skate. The girl caught a skate. That's Judy Sawinski. Severson went to hurdle and caught her. And Terry Lynch yelling at Hardman down here to stay out of the game. Ooh, and even took a kick at her, made her move back into the cheaper seats. But Sawinski was taken out solidly. I'm sure it wasn't intentional. It was she didn't open up enough to get over Sawinski, and Severson caught her hard with a skate. But they picked up a point. 43 to 33, a 10-point lead now for the Texas Outlaws. Lynch defending the front of the pack. They're using their old forward wall defenses now, but they still don't seem to be able to get a jammer out. He can't score from the pack. And here they go. Welch getting out of there, number 15. And with it goes Carol Choice of the Thunderbirds, number 3. Choice elbows her way into the lead, and right back comes the gal from Panama City, Jean Melchenick. She's taken out right in front of Hardman. And Welch goes up to the defense girl, Liz Hernandez. One as they're picking him out of the pack. Norma Rosner picking him out of the pack. And she sets Choice up for 2. Rosner hits Sally Ann Vega for the 3rd one. And that's all she got. 46 to 33. Now a 13-point lead for the Texas Outlaws. Hello, many of you veteran fans will know that match races are an historical thing in the roller game. Any differences of opinion that can't be settled any other way. They settle on the track in a match race. All right, look out now. Timeout is called here. Immediately they called timeout. with the score 46 for the Outlaws, 33 for the Thunderbirds. All right. For those of you who join us now out along the network, we join Roller Game of the Week in progress with the score 46 for the Texas Outlaws in the black jerseys, 33 for the Los Angeles Thunderbirds with 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the first period of the second half. All right, everybody skate. Here we go. All right, here we go. A 13-point lead for the black-jerseyed Texas Outlaws. Up in front, number 11, Carol Flip Phillips. Pushed out of the way, and Baby Rocco, the little chunk, gets out. He's a little bitty old thing, but boy, can she fly. And with her comes big, long, tall Judy Sawinski. Here comes another long, tall gal, Severson. The chunk is taken out, and the lanky one goes too, as Sawinski goes away alone. Her team trailing by 13. They've decided to do something about it. Hardman yells at her defense girl, number 16. Hardman was banished for a period for excessive roughening, unnecessary roughness on little Richard Brown. In the men's field, no less. She pushed Sawinski into Hardman, and they give her a point on the foul and a $10 fine on Hardman. Terry Lynch says, I'll be out there. You lay a hand on another skater of mine. Says, what are you going to do to protect these people on the track when... She says, well, the referee says he'll have her thrown out of the building if she doesn't stay away from the track. Well, let's see. Rossner pushed Sawinski directly into Hardman. And Hardman shouts at her again, gives her some further instructions, and draws a $10 fine for delaying the game. Holding the hands out, that means delaying the game. But apparently, Hardman was satisfied it was worth it. Lynch, captain of the Thunderbird girls, up in front guarding the pack, trying to get her own jammer out. She calls for Liz Hernandez. Hernandez gets off on the low side, just above the restraining line, and pulls away. Liz Hernandez. High-point skater in this league for girls. And again, Rossner laying back to defend. Rossner, number 16. Formerly of Chicago, Illinois. Hardman yelled something at her from the first row down here under our cameras. We're above the track on the south side of the big Olympic Auditorium, located at 18th and Grand Avenues in Los Angeles, California. Hardman up on the track, belts again as the girl was pushed in front of her by Rossner. And again, Rodriguez says a $25 fine, and Lynch goes out now. There they go. Now you can... Wait a minute. Boy, they're laying them in there. Sunday punching. Little referee Rodriguez gets the big one. Boy, there's fury. Lynch gets a $25 fine for leaving the track. And Hardman draws a $50 fine for interfering from outside during a banishment. Nobody's called timeout. The clock is still ticking. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in this first period of the second half. Hardman's down, but certainly not out. Can you imagine? imagine how these two will have at it, just the two of them on a track here. Friday and Saturday nights this week, and later in the series. Ooh, brother, this is a 6-game series. This is the first game of the series. Can you imagine what used to be the other games? Boy, that hard. She's something else. She has guaranteed she will. And Lynch is still bellowing at her. And another $10 fine on Lynch for delaying the game. 2 minutes exactly remaining in this period. These gals really tell each other off. There goes Lynch. She's defying anybody to push her into Hardman. And where there goes Flip Phillips, number 11. But Sawinski's going up to pick Phillips off. Flip Phillips here. This is Carol Phillips is her real name. Hip check takes her out by Sawinski. That's a good addition to the Texas Outlaws there. Flip Phillips. Rosner leaves it up there to Hardman. She hits her own gal. There's one for Lynch. He's up there to Severson for 2. And they're running away. He's in there for 4. And up to Hardman and knocked her off the rail and pulls it off. He got 5 and Hardman is back on the track looking for trouble, and she can find it right there. They won't wait till Friday and Saturday night. They'll both probably finish up in the penitentiary. Hardman took referee Rodriguez down. She yelled, "Get out of my way!" She yelled at little referee Rodriguez. 35 seconds. The clock's still ticking here. $25 fines on both the captains of respective teams. And Coach Jim Trotter squawking and yelling about it. The Thunderbirds moved up for that one. They moved up to 40 now. For the Outlaws 46, the Thunderbirds 40. That's 4 seconds to go in this period. 3, 2, 1. Bingo, and right away they call timeout with the score 46 for the Outlaws, 40 for the Thunderbirds. Don't go away. You know anybody by the name of Bob Linkle? Never heard of him. We're looking over there. Number 14 is a rather new boy in the Texas Outlaw lineup. That's Bob Mayo. He's had some trouble with his right arm and has had a prosthetic appliance built to support his right elbow. And number 17, of course, is their coach, Jim Trotter. He's a big one out of Birmingham, Alabama. All right, here we go, the Outlaws. Wait while the Thunderbirds move up and pick them up because the Thunderbirds call timeout. Big Sanchez, Lou Sanchez, the Tiger up in front. He dispatched young Richard Brown in the first period, and he is put out of commission. He is still out. Doc Engstrom told me that the boy is just some damage to his rib cage.